Hey there, superstar. What's going on? This is me, Coach Eric. I hope you're doing well. Um, Before we start the presentation, I've got to tell you, I have to admit something. I was so ready to impress you. I had everything set up in the living room. I had the perfect lighting, the sound, everything was perfect. And then I found out that the Wi-Fi I had some issues with Wi-Fi, so I had to move everything to the workout dungeon. So welcome to my workout room, as you can see by the equipment next to me. So, sometimes things aren't going to go your way and you've got to roll with the punches. Sometimes you got to put earplugs in your ears and just roll with it, right? So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to hit the share screen button and we are going to start the presentation. Let me move my little picture over here just a little bit and hit the play button. All right, there we go. So welcome to the Team Beachbody Coach Opportunity. And once again, my name is Eric Hollingsworth. Just call me Coach Eric. I'm a two-star diamond coach. I have been a Beachbody coach for 6 years now, started back in 2010. And it is my intention in this particular presentation, in this first part, this is part one of a two-part presentation. In part one, what I want to do is three things. I have three goals. The first goal is I want to place you in my shoes as a Beachbody coach. I want to go over some of the things, some of my experiences as a coach during those my first 6 years. And I want you to get an authentic perspective of what it means to be a coach, the highs and the lows. Secondly, what I want to do is I want to introduce to you Team Beachbody. What exactly is Team Beachbody? What's the difference between Team Beachbody and Beachbody? Why is it that I am so passionate about this organization? We're going to talk about those things. And then lastly, what I would like for you guys to do, see these photos that we have here? Well, these gorgeous people. These photos are not stock photos. These are photos that represent my experience, my friends. These are people that I know, places that I've been, experiences that I've had. And I want to make sure that this is as real and as authentic as I can present it for you. Okay. And I want to make sure that I'm answering all of your questions. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So Team Beachbody. When you look at these photos throughout the presentation, I want you to ask yourself this question, hey, can you see yourself as my friend Rob? Look on the bottom left-hand side. Can you see yourself as Rob standing next to me in an all-inclusive paid trip to, I think we were at Disney Epcot, which was amazing. Can you see yourself, look on the upper right-hand side, see those two beautiful ladies? Can you see yourself as Carla or Susan, who was recognized in front of 25,000 coaches last year in Nashville? Look on the bottom right-hand side. Can you see yourself as Angela, who is standing next to Autumn Calabrese, who is one of the highly featured fitness trainers at Beachbody? So basically, when you're going to be working out with a program, and as a coach, you have the opportunity to meet these famous trainers, such as Shaun T, such as Tony Horton, such as Autumn Calabrese. The Beachbody, as big as they are, it's very, very accessible, and that's the wonderful thing about it. So once again, let's jump into things. All right. So first of all, let's talk about me. So there's me in the cowboy hat dancing with my amazing coaches. We are in Cancun. Is that right? Yeah, this was Cancun last year. The reason why I have this photo is because I want to show you. I want to show you the culture of our team. It's all about letting loose, having fun, supporting one another, and helping other people along the way. See the young lady in the yellow dress? She was one of my friends in high school. We reconnected on Facebook 6 years ago, and we realized that we had a passion for fitness and helping other people. So my team started off with just myself and Angela, and we've worked together to grow this business to over 600 coaches since 2010. It's an amazing experience. And also, I'm very proud of my little girl. She has witnessed the highs and lows of what it means to become an entrepreneur, the uncertainty, the triumphs, the challenges, learning to work with compassion when you're dealing with other people who are in the early stages of their fitness goals, or who may be going through different challenges. She's witnessed that all throughout my experience as a coach. And she stepped in. She helps me a lot. Matter of fact, 2 days ago, she gave a presentation to my entire team on how to effectively use Snapchat as a Beachbody coach. I'm very proud of that young lady. And then this is me here, once again, just being a product of the product. I started off very down on myself, had low self-esteem. I didn't have any money in the bank. Didn't really know about what Beachbody was, saw P90X and said, you know what? I'm gonna give it every freaking thing I've got. And I'm so glad that I did. And not only that, I shared my journey, and amazing things happened from that. We'll talk about that later on in the presentation. Here's me and my lovely wife. As a husband, you want to provide for your family. And before Beachbody, what was really disheartening for me is the fact that I had no money. We had I was making a nice income as an insurance underwriter, but I had too many bills. We were in debt up to our ears. I wasn't able to take my family out on trips. We weren't able to do fun things. I was a slave to time. It was just a very, very miserable chapter of my life. Enter Team Beachbody. I was able to get in the best shape of my life, meet amazing friends along the way, grow a team. I was able to pay off my debt. I was able to travel. We've traveled all throughout the United States, and we've been to at least 3 or 4 different countries, courtesy of Beachbody. And the team just keeps growing and growing. Now, don't get me wrong, we have our challenges along the way, but Beachbody helps to place us in the best possible position to grow despite those challenges. And with Beachbody, what happens is you're able to discover passions that you didn't even know were there. Because of the fact that I am afforded crazy amounts of time as a Beachbody coach, I'm able to explore those passions. I've always wanted to know what it was like to hike and camp. I'm living in North Carolina. I'm just hours away from the Smoky Mountains. Now, if you follow me on Facebook, you already know this. You've seen this. Now I can take off in the middle of the week, as I've done many times, on a Wednesday and come back on a Sunday, just deep in the bush, hiking. I've met the most amazing people in my hiking and camping journey. This is my friend Craig that I've met. Such an amazing dude. I think we were in Virginia during this trip. A very rainy trip. It was very fun though. And once again, I love being around positive people with beautiful smiles. This right here, these are my neighbors. Every Tuesday, we have a Rise and Shine boot camp, and I just pop in the DVD, and we work out to one of the workouts, and have a good time. The great thing about this is that you don't have to be a fitness trainer. You don't have to be some nutrition guru. Beachbody affords you with all the tools necessary to inspire and motivate others and help them reach their particular goals. I am cancer-free, guys. This time last year, I was diagnosed with cancer, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that later. But once again, Beachbody has placed me in a position to fight back. It's not all about just having the 6-pack abs and looking good at the beach. It's about having that sound mind, being grounded in your faith, being surrounded by people who truly love and care about you and hold yourself accountable and push you and love you. It's about eating right, making sure that your body is in the best possible shape it can be. So when life happens, you're able to fight back, man. That's what it's about. And once again, here's another passion that I never knew I had was eating. Oh my gosh, I love to cook. I love being in the kitchen. This right here is not a stock photo. This is a photo of I had salmon and spinach, and those are I think they're called sun-drop tomatoes. And I made my own oregano and pepper vinaigrette. Gosh, I can do a whole presentation just on the things I love to eat. But Beachbody has introduced me to this love of clean eating. I always thought that clean eating meant eating nuts and twigs. Absolutely not. I have found so many amazing, tasty dishes as a result of that. my experience as a Beachbody coach. All right, let's talk about Beachbody. So before Team Beachbody, there was Beachbody. So Beachbody is the founding company, and they were focused solely on infomercials. They were an infomercial company started by Carl Daikeler and John Cogden back in 1998. And they were very good at what they did. They were the number 2 infomercial company, second to QVC. And in 2007, they said, we've got success with P90X and Slim and Six, Power 90, Turbo Jam. Why not take all these success stories and create and make them ambassadors for the program, have them become a product of the product. And since then, Team Beachbody was born, and we have had an explosion of growth, an explosion of different products that are out there. And these are household names. You've heard of them: Insanity, TurboFire, T25, 21 Day Fix. You've heard of all these things. These are household names. The wonderful thing about this, guys, is that as a coach, and I, like I said, I started in 2010. Between 2010 and now, the awesome thing is that I have so many options at my disposal that when I approach someone, I have a consultant mentality. I'm thinking, okay, let's talk about your goals. Let's talk about where you are in your fitness journey, and let's come up with some solutions to help you reach your specific goal. We're not a shake pusher, a product pusher, anything like that. It's all about helping to empower you. And no, if you're thinking about this now, I'm going to talk a little bit more about this tomorrow, but no, this isn't about you getting with all your family and all your friends and doing home parties. This ain't that kind of party, guys. It's not, we don't do that. This is all about, working on your goals while helping to empower others around you. All right. So, let me just reemphasize that this is not about pushing products. It's about providing solutions and creating a comprehensive packet. We talked about the fitness and how we will find a program that will meet you at your particular fitness level. We talked about briefly about the nutrition. We have tons of supplements to help maximize your specific results. And I think most importantly is the peer support. With peer support, we're going to place you in a very, it's a private supportive group of like-minded individuals who have similar goals, similar challenges, but also people who are willing to hold you accountable, give you that inspiration and motivation on the days that, the days that you just don't feel like just giving it your all. That's what it's about. That's what keeps you in the game. That's what keeps you focused on reaching your goals. And then Beachbody has rewards. Just really quick, starting in September, they're about to provide a what they call health bet, where all you've got to do is show up and you log your nutrition, you log your fitness, and you get your share of $1 million to a $3 million pot. I don't want to go too much into that, but just to give you an example of some of the rewards that they have available. So you've got awesome fitness products. You've got amazing representatives of the product that are showing that these things work, right? And what does that equate to? That equates to growth. Oh my gosh, I started in 2010, and I was pretty happy the fact that we were generating over $100 million in revenue a year. And just in a short amount of time that I've been a coach, we're now $1 billion brand, billion with a B, right? That's amazing. That's a 54% growth year over year since it started in 2007. So what does $1 billion fitness company look like? Looks like this, ladies and gentlemen. If you see this large, massive group of people, if you get your magnifying glasses out, you may be able to see me and my family and my team of coaches working out amongst our fellow coaches and friends. And this was taken last year in Nashville. I think there were so many coaches, there are 25,000 coaches, so many coaches that we took up, I think it was like 10 to 12 blocks in Nashville. But here is the awesome thing. Is that this is what we call Summit, and you're meeting with friends online on Facebook, and you're interacting with them. this is an opportunity. This is like one of several opportunities that you have throughout the year where you can physically meet with these individuals, and you celebrate your victories. You celebrate some of the things that you've been able to overcome, working together as a team and supporting one another, and you become they become your family. Honestly, I mean, when I think of the members of my team, I don't think of them as friends. I don't think of them as acquaintances. These people are family to me. And here's another statistic. Last year, 2015, 1.5 million people. We were able to help 1.5 million people, guys. That's pretty amazing. What that tells me is that I'm part of something big. And that motivates me. Like on the days I just don't feel like working out, I think about pictures like this. I think about the people that are still out there waiting to be inspired by some of the maybe some of the challenges that I've gone through, that they may be going through right now. That's what keeps me going. Just surrounding myself with all these positive people. That's what keeps me going. All right, so let's talk about Shakeology. We cannot have a presentation on Beachbody if we cannot talk about the absolute number one product that Beachbody has created. Shakeology. This is definitely the healthiest meal of the day that I drink. Shakeology it's not a protein drink. It is more of a superfood meal replacement. This is one of the meals that I have each and every day. Now, let me give you my spin on Shakeology. I can talk about the enzymes and the adaptogens and the probiotics and the prebiotics and the whey protein blends and the vegan protein blends. I can go into all of that, but just from my personal perspective, let's revisit this cancer scare that I had last year. When I had cancer, my good friend was chit-chatting with me, and she said, "Hey, you know what, Eric? I know the creator of Shakeology. I know Darren Oline. What about if we all get together?" So Darren contacted me, and it wasn't those things. It wasn't like, "Oh, Eric, I'm so sorry you had that. Best of luck. I'm praying for you." It wasn't that. He was like, "Hey, dude, I found some sites that might be helpful for you with regard to your specific cancer. And let's talk about your nutrition. What is it that you're doing now? Maybe there can be some tweaks that we can take to your nutrition to help you as you get ready for your surgery and also to maximize your recovery after your surgery." Remember, this is a guy who created Shakeology, one of the top selling products in a company that's $1 billion brand that has over 250,000 coaches. And this brother came to me. You know how much that meant to me? I mean, that was amazing. And another cool story is that when I was on the surgery table, ready to go, I was speaking with the anesthesiologist, and I said, "Hey, I saw something where I should talk to you about some of the supplements that I'm taking, just to make sure that there are no adverse effects to whatever anesthesia mixture that you're giving me." I gave him the list of ingredients for Shakeology, guys. This doctor was like, "Dude, how can I get some?" I'm serious. On the operating table, this guy was like, "This is some good stuff, man." So that was just a very affirming moment for me on both accounts. Shakeology, coupled with my approach to nutrition, coupled to my approach to my fitness, my understanding of the power of being surrounded by positive people who care, love, and support you. The combination of all of that gave me a fighting chance, against cancer. It gave me the ability to strike back with cancer. And as a result of that, I have been on the what can I say, ahead of the curve, if you will, with regard to my recovery. I'm doing things now that I could only dream of before my incident. So with all of those things that I just that I just told you, when you're faced with a challenge, it makes you stronger. When you're in a position to fight back and strike back of the challenges that you have, it makes you stronger. That's the awesome thing about it. All right, so let's talk about proven results. I want you to take a moment to look at this photo. I don't know all the people in this photo. I'm going to be honest, but I do know some. Can you see yourself in any of these photos? Do you see yourself in any of the before pics right now? You know, we've got people that have, you know, have been obese all their lives, and they just totally changed the game. We've got young people who just had no direction, and then they've totally changed their life. Individuals who were pregnant, older individuals who are thinking, oh, this is how life is supposed to be, from all races, from all creeds, from all religions. What all of these people have in common is the fact that they decided to take that first step when everything else was telling them no. They had the support of a coach who encouraged them and provided them with the product that was right for them, to place them in a support group that encouraged them throughout the program to help them fully commit to their specific goals. That's why I was sold. I was like, hey, you know what? I was connected with a coach. She helped me each and every day. She answered my questions. She put me in a support group, and from day one, I never looked back. But see, the story doesn't end there, guys. What happens is, you know, I took the example from my coach, and I said, you know what? Let me share my story. And you know, and I'm thinking as I don't think it's anything, you know, exciting or anything like that, especially at the beginning. But I said, let me just share just to share and see what happens. And guess what? I connected with others who were able to relate to where I was in my journey and the struggles that I was going through. And as a result, I met a friend, and this was actually one of my clients. This was before I fired my boss. This was one of my, this is the wife of one of my clients. This was Rachel. He started P90X. She saw what he was doing. She started it, and she joined one of our challenge groups, and she never looked back. I mean, look at her amazing results. She was, when I met her, she was a little depressed, a little bit unsure of herself, and the job that she didn't like. Now, fast forward, she's in amazing shape. She's in the best shape of her health, of her life. And she has created a team of over 300 like-minded individuals. And these tribe of men and women are inspired. And these tribe of men and women are focused on not only their health, but helping other people along the way. So you see, my small decision to take that first step to better myself has resulted in helping hundreds and hundreds of people. And I am not alone. Each and every person that you see on this photo, they have taken that first step, and then they have helped hundreds, if not thousands of people take similar steps. It's all about being a part of something big, guys. So we're going to end this presentation, and this is what I want you to think about. What can becoming a coach do for me? You know, are you looking to get in get in a little bit better shape? Are you looking to train for an event? Are you looking to lose the baby weight? You need the encouragement. Sometimes it's great when you're able to help other people, because that helps to empower you to really stay connected to your specific goals, because other people are depending on you. And it may be more of a monetary thing. Maybe you're like, hey, I want to help. I want to work on my fitness. I want to help other people, but I would like to earn a little bit of extra cash, maybe to pay off some bills, maybe to put some money into savings. And I want you to think about who you can help. Who out there is waiting to be, waiting to hear from you, waiting to hear your particular story? Who out there can you help just by taking that first step and helping yourself? Now, tomorrow in our presentation, what we're going to do, let me go ahead and shut this down. Tomorrow in our presentation, what we're going to focus on is I'm going to talk about all of the different questions that I get. There are a lot of common questions that I get out there about coaching. You know, how do I start? How do I get paid? How does that work? How do I grow a team? So start thinking of questions that you have. And after the presentation tomorrow, I am going to have a live video feed for questions and answers. And then we'll also talk about registration. Registration for new coaches on our team will be limited to 10 coaches this month. I'm all about having a small, intimate experience, because I want to make sure that that I can give that one-on-one experience to my teams and make sure that they're successful. All right, guys, much love to each and every one of you, and I will talk with you tomorrow.